YouTube, it's TCG here, and thanks again for watching our TCG video on my channel. Today it's another TCG real life match where I'll be playing the Mega Rayquaza deck versus the Darkrai together with the Dragonair. So this is an exciting matchup because both decks tend to do the exact same thing, and that is to hit for one-hit KOs. Time after time, the Mega Rayquaza does that by filling up its entire bench space with the Skyfield Stadium card, and yeah, the Dragonair just uses the attack Dragon Swish. With that, our opponent can just attach as many energies as he's like. So I'm playing Jolteon as my starter Pokemon. He wins the coin flip and he starts first. He has a Dratini, so that is actually a great start for him, because you want to have Dragonair out as soon as possible. So the thing he's doing here is just using a Trader's Mail, getting out an Ultra Ball. The good thing about getting Ultra Ball on your first turn is that you can yeah, limit your hand size, discarding some cards that you want. For example, he can discard Darkness Energies to get them back with Energy Retrieval, and in process of doing that, he limits his hand size to a shorter number. With that, he can just use the Shaman to get more cards. So that is what we're gonna see here today. So he's discarding a Sycamore and a Darkness Energy, so that actually that means one thing: he already has a supporter in the hand, and with that he can just get out Shaman, and hopefully he can get it set up. The good thing about both decks is that they hit extremely hard. Usually on the second or the third turn of both of these decks going crazy action with Mega Rayquaza being able to deal up to 240 damage. If you want a deck list of this, you definitely want to check out my latest TCG online match. I played the exact same thing, but with Metal Energies and Magerna. So this time around I'm playing Jolteon. Jolteon is nice because it cannot be hit by basic Pokemon when he uses the attack Flash Ray. And yeah, my opponent is just searching through his deck. That's always something you have to do, is just know what is priced. With that, there's a lot of information that you already know in the late game, like how many licenses do I still have left in my deck, how many VS Seekers, and crucial stuff like that. Also, in his case, the double Dragon Energies might also be important to see if they're priced. And this matchup, of course, the Giratina. So what is he gonna do? He's doubting here. He has a couple of options here. He has that Ultra Ball. He could use a bunch of stuff. I am just here in my hand. It's yeah, kind of neat. He uses the Shaman, of course, to getting more cards. It's always great. Shaman for 2. Benches a Darkrai as well. So that Darkrai with Dark Pulse is the main attacker of the deck, dealing 20 damage plus 20 more for each Darkness Energy in play. If you want a full deck analysis on the Darkrai, I already made a TCG online match of this deck as well. You should definitely check it out on my channel. And the real life TCG matches will actually get more frequent on the channel, because we're planning on making our own little tournament with all the top tier decks, and we'll see who comes out on top when we're doing the best of 3 matches. And it'll be a top 8 tournament that we're gonna do with single elimination, which means the best 2 out of the 3, and then if you lose, you are knocked out of the tournament. So that will be kind of fun to see. It'll be its own series on the channel, so definitely look forward to that. So he's using another Ultra Ball in his turn. The thing he wants to get out is probably a Dragonair, so next turn he can evolve, or maybe another Dratini. The thing is that my deck tends to destroy a lot of opponents on the first turn, but in order for me to do that, I have to get a Lightning Energy in the discard together with Mega Turbo, getting Spirit Link onto the Rayquaza, going to Mega Rayquaza. So he actually realizes that if he wants to knock out Dratini, he could have already done it. So that's why he is going for another Shaman here, which is a clever choice here. He has not any choice by here. With Shaman he draws even more cards, so that is awesome for him. Yeah, the thing I should notice as well is that his deck only runs 1 Giratina, so if it's priced, that will be really awesome for me. But we'll have to see if how it goes. And yeah, the Giratina comes down. I was wrong. So Giratina is already on the field together with a Dratini, a full bench space of 5. Kind of scary if you ask me, because I'm just sitting there with my lone Jolteon. Next turn, if he uses that Dragon Wish, the turn after that, I'll be history. So I will have to come up with something of my own. I'm gonna use the Ultra Ball as well. The thing is, yeah, I wanted to discard the Lightning Energy and the Super Rod. The reason why I discard the Super Rod is that, yeah, I have better stuff in my hand. So the Super Rod, I know it's great in the recovery, but I do have Dragonite EX for that. So now I'm just checking my deck here. We have the Hoopa. With that, I'm just gonna get it out and then just bench it With Hoopa, I can get out 3 EXs from the deck. Really, yeah, a staple in the Mega Rayquaza deck because we want to get out as much as possible. In this situation, I already have a Shaman in the hand, just so you guys know. I'm gonna get out 3 Rayquazas. The thing I'm doing that is that Rayquaza will be my main attacker. I'm not want to use Jolteon just yet. Jolteon only deals 70 damage and he will be able to Life Center around Jolteon anyhow. Jolteon is just nice to begin with, so it has free retreat. The 3 Rayquazas is nice just because I can evolve yeah, some of them with the Spirit Links. So also my bench space is getting filled up with a bunch of Rayquazas already. That means I'm already having 120 damage of capacity with the Emerald Break attack. Another Ultra Ball is going down. I'm actually going to discard 1 Rayquaza. I'm actually running 4 copies of Rayquaza, so that's why I did that. Don't need all of them just yet. I also don't have Skyfield in my opening hand, so that's why I discarded 1. With that I can draw more cards with Shaman. And yeah, this is looking pretty sweet, where both decks are able to set up. This is the best thing you could have if you want to make a really nice competitive TCG video. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give your opinions and support by destroying the like button and yeah, leaving something in the comment section. I always tend to read the comment section of all of my subscribers. And yeah, that is much appreciated. Back to the match now. I Shamaned and got a bunch of cards. I also got the Skyfield out. With that, the bench space of both players gets expanded to 8. You can have 8 bench Pokemon instead of just 5. This, yeah, upgrades the attack Emerald Break quite a lot. So I already attached a double Carlos Energy to Rayquaza and Sycamore, getting rid of a Mega, yeah, Rayquaza and 2 Versus Seekers. It's a shame that I had to get rid of 2 of them because, yeah, Versus Seeker is always great in the late game, but I actually knew that there were 2 Life Center already in the deck, so that's why I said like, oh, what the hell, I'm just gonna use Sycamore anyhow. So another bench Pokemon going down, Oranguru, one of the Sun and Moon Pokemon, a really great option in this deck. If or your opponent ends you in the late game, you can just use Obstruct to get some more cards. Okay, I'm already having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bench Pokemon. Maybe I can upgrade that. Also, gave the 2 Rayquazas Spirit Link, so I can evolve them without wasting a turn. So usually when you have a Mega Pokemon, if you evolve it, your turn ends without the Spirit Link, but with Spirit Link, your turn just goes on like usual. But in this situation, there's not much I can do. I already used the supporter, gave an energy, and I think I'm just gonna leave my Jolteon as it is. And my opponent just checks out why I'm not attacking with Rayquaza. Rayquaza can deal an attack, it deals 10 damage, and if your opponent's active Pokemon is an EX, you deal 60 damage instead. But I'm not just thinking like, I'm gonna leave my Rayquaza open for attacks. I'm just gonna skip the turn here because, yeah, I can deal 10 damage to a Dratini, but what good would that do me? So he attached an energy to his Dratini, discards the, yeah, Darkness Energy and a VS Seeker for 7 fresh cards. Hopefully he will yeah, be able to get out his Dragonair. With that, we have an awesome match going on where both players gets everything out. So this, yeah, looks pretty sweet already. So he benches another Pokemon. So he's making use of my Skyfield, which is always something you can do. Just making use of your opponent's Stadium card. This can also help for Rough Seas. Another example is the Scorched Earths, Forest of Giant Plants, just you name it. If you need that Stadium as well, you can use it. In this situation, he is just gonna use Ultra Ball, getting rid of a Dratini and a Darkness Energy. He does not need more than yeah, 2 Dratinis. He already, yeah, actually, he can just use Dragonair on the active position, use Dragon Wish, and next turn there will be a bazillion energies in play because of that Dragon Switch capability. Okay, the board is looking pretty good. Some legendaries here and there. We have Rayquaza and Hoopa versus the Darkrai and Giratina. So yeah, a bunch of legendaries in play. Yeah, kind of think about it. Most legendaries are actually playable in the trading card game. So that is, yeah, now that I realize it. Okay, he's checking my discard to see what is priced, and he's yeah, saying like, yeah, can you still use another Shaman? So that's why he slaps down the Silent Lab. With that, the bench space gets decreased to 5 once again. And I already have 5 bench Pokemon, so I do not have to discard. And he's using the Dragon Switch attack. Here it goes. Okay, next turn he can attach freely from his hand, whatever. Okay, now it's my turn. I need to get some prize cards here. So yeah, I need to get out my Mega Rayquaza, my main attacker of the deck. And I'm just checking my discard once again. There is, I don't think there's a Lightning Energy still in the deck, so I'm using N in this situation. Yeah, because I do think I had other supporters in there. We don't want to use Sycamore and get rid of a Lysander because there are already 2 VS Seekers prized, so you have to be playing more safely and a bit more calmly, so that's why I'm using the N in this situation. The good thing is that if N is in my discard pile, I can use it in the late game. So yeah, the match continues, and I get 6 fresh cards in my opponent as well, so we each have our field. All our Pokemon are in place, so this will be a match till the ages, and yeah, the last one standing will win. Okay, Skyfield is back. I'm running 4 copies, so of course it's back in the game. Bench space gets increased once again, and yeah, it looks like I don't have anything in my hand anymore that is useful at the moment. I do think, yeah, what do I have left? Another Skyfield I see there, a double Carlos energy. Or actually, that is not a double Carlos energy, so I cannot do anything anymore at the moment, so I'm gonna bench another Jolteon here. And yeah, I guess that's it. It's my opponent's turn. There's nothing much I can do. Yeah, still looking through my options here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn here, leave Jolteon open. I know I could have retreated to the Oranguru, but I think Oranguru is more useful in the end. If he has Lysander, he will definitely knock out something anyhow, so yeah. Professor's Ladder going down, he can search 2 basic energies from his deck, put them directly into the hand, and with that Dragon Swish effect going on, he can attach them freely right away. So, he already has a bunch of energies in play. Energy Retrieval, gets 2 energies in play again. So yeah, 2 more added to the field, with an added value of, yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. He only needs 1 more energy to knock out Jolteon. And yeah, he has the Float Stone onto the Dragonair. And now, there is a supporter coming down. Of course, it's Sycamore. And with that Sycamore, he will have, yeah, the option of having more energies into play. The more energies he has, the more damage he does. So it's actually a double Dragon to the Giratina. So his damage output is 180 at the moment, so a massive amount of damage on his 3rd turn as expected of a fast attack like that. So a Trainer's Mill. What is in that Trainer's Mill? It is a VS Seeker. VS Seeker is such a great card in the late game, you have no idea. It's always terrible when you start with it. Yeah, I tend to have like, sometimes when I had the opening hand, I had like 3 VS Seekers in the hand and a Sycamore, and I would, no. Yeah, maybe you guys have experienced that as well. Okay, another Trainer's Mill coming down. And this time he gets Parallel City. This is the weakness of Mega Rayquaza. Ever since Parallel City got released, Mega Rayquaza actually yeah, took a huge hit in popularity, because with that single card you can just disrupt your opponent so good. So yeah, you can see it now. He plays the Parallel City down. What happens? My bench space gets decreased once again, but then it's huge. It gets decreased to 3 this time. So yeah, I'm discarding the Oranguru in this situation, since that one has a 2 retreat cost and I don't want to get stuck in the active position. Although he can one-shot anything, so that does not even matter. Okay. Yeah, my situation, this is not looking good. He has a filled up board, he has the Parallel City down, and he knocks out the Jolteon in 1 blow, believe it or not. For, yeah, I did the count already, he one-shots it, so yeah, what can I do to recover from this situation? I'm gonna get another Skyfield down, of course, that is always neat. Now my bench space gets increased from 3 all the way to 8, so Sycamore coming down, and Mega Turbo was in there and stuff, but yeah, I definitely need to play aggressively here to recover from that Parallel City. Actually took a huge blow. The thing is here, you're gonna see something amazing here. Yeah, as you know, in the evolution sets, there was not a lot of great stuff in there, but there was a Dragonite EX, which single-handedly saves you from Parallel Cities from time to time. So Dragonite is definitely the MVP of Rayquaza decks in situations like that. So I use the Trainer's Mill, and yeah, I'm putting the Lightning Energy above because I think I have the Mega Turbo in hand. So the thing I'm gonna do here is just think about my options. Yeah, I'm just gonna bench down that Dragonite EX MVP as mentioned already. I can get 2 basic Pokemon from the discard back into my hand. And what better Pokemon to choose than Hoopa and the Shaman? Both Pokemon work so well together, and in this situation they will fill up my bench space immediately once again. So I get them back in the hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna I have a ton of cards in my hand, so I'm just gonna use the Hoopa. So my opponent definitely checks my discard really quick. So with Hoopa I can get 3 axes back again. So there's Mega Rayquaza, another Mega Rayquaza, and a regular Rayquaza. So a bunch of Rayquazas are coming down. I could have gotten out more basic Pokemon, but there's no need for that. I already deal enough damage as it is. I don't need the full bench space of 8. Having 7 or maybe 6 is even enough in this situation. Okay, and also if you use another Parallel City, my bench space gets decreased once again. So I evolve to Mega Rayquaza number 1. And then, yeah, he's just gonna check out Mega Rayquaza. Yeah, it's just that good. 30 damage times the amount of Pokemon on my bench. And I'm gonna give Mega Turbo a go, giving an energy to Mega Rayquaza. Benching another Rayquaza. And yeah, I have already 5 Pokemon on the bench, still have that Shaman in the hand. I'm gonna evolve to that other Mega Rayquaza. They both have Spirit Link, so that is awesome. So I only need 1 more Pokemon, and yeah, I have Ultra Ball. Yeah, the reason that I'm doing that is that I have Shaman, I want to draw cards. I might as well draw cards with it, so use the effect of Shaman. So I'm gonna get rid of Winona and the Skyfield. Winona is not needed anymore. It's great at the beginning of the game, but now it's just garbage that needs to get rid of. So shuffling the deck. And yeah, hopefully I can... yeah, I will definitely destroy that that Darkrai, so that's good. So there's an Acrobat, on discard the Lightning Energy. Actually, yeah, in the discard there, and yeah, with that I discarded the Mega. Yeah, that yeah, that was the case. I discarded the Acrobat with the Lightning Energy, and there was also a Mega Turbo in the Acrobat, so that's why that was a great combination. Like there, got another energy into play. Shaman for a bunch of cards here. That is great. If I get some Lysanders, I'd be really happy. So. Yeah, for now, I got a real comeback thanks to Dragonite of that Parallel City, and now Emerald Break for 180 damage. That Darkrai will see the discard quicker than he can count, because he only shot off 1 Dark Pulse and he already goes to the discard. There is a backup Darkrai available, but another more troublesome thing to worry about is that Giratina. Giratina cannot be damaged by Mega Pokemon, and I happen to play with, yeah, you guessed it, Mega Pokemon. So have to be really careful in this situation. Have to Lysander around it. There are already a bunch of VS Seekers in the discard, so yeah, my opponent is just thinking, he cannot play Float Stones and anything of tool cards, stadium cards, and special energies. Why can I not Lysander something like a Hoopa? He will not be able to get it out of the active position without Floatstone and double Carlos energy. So he says, let's just trap that and get 2 prizes. With that, I only need to deliver the final blow to yeah, one of your Pokemon. So that is what he was going for. He was actually doubting his options here. So the Lysander is coming down on the Hoopa because he is not able to deal a lot of damage. He's only be able to deal, I think, 180 damage or maybe 200. It's still not enough to destroy a Mega Rayquaza on 1 shot. So the thing he does is just trapping that Hoopa and destroying the Chaos Wheel. I cannot attach Floatstone or double Carlos energy or play any stadiums down. So lucky for me, I have the Escape Rope in hand. With that, I can just freely switch to my desired Pokemon, Mega Rayquaza. My opponent can do the exact same thing. He can switch to a desired Pokemon, but in his situation, yeah. And what do you want to switch? He has the Dratini, or that only takes up 1 prize. That would be the logical decision. But yeah, he promotes the Dragonair. Yeah, it's even better. Actually, I would have, yeah, think that the Dratini was a better option. But maybe he has a Floatstone, and yeah, that's just something like that. Doesn't even matter. I have Lysander. Gonna Lysander out. That Darkrai that deals a ton of damage. So with that, I can get myself 2 more prize cards because I'm still dealing 180 damage. Boom, getting 2 more prize cards. So this is a really quick game. We each get 2 prizes for each knockout because we're playing huge EXs. This is a GX format with Sun and Moon, but we're still playing the old school EXs. Still so much fun. Rayquaza has been around since Roaring Skies, so hopefully that does not get rotated so soon. I think I expect a rotation in the near future. So yeah, what it does is just knocking out that Hoopa, and I still cannot attack that Giratina, so I'm promoting the Jolteon for now. But lucky for me, I have the Lysander in hand, and with Lysander I can just finish up the job with that weak Shaman on the bench. Giratina is great, but it's always yeah, kind of easy to Lysander around it. Maybe he should have used the N in this situation, where he just attacks with Giratina time after time, and I only get 2 cards. So with this out of the way, we Lysander out the Shaman, and yeah, we can get prizes for that. So poof, we deal 150 damage, and that's the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed another TCG match. If you did, definitely show your support, rock smashing the hell out of the like button, and I will see you guys soon with more TCG videos. Thanks again for watching, and have an awesome day, guys. See you then.